Hey, Collaborative Planet folks, this is Dustin here. Anyway, so how many gigs could a gig chuck if a gig chuck could chuck gigs? Yeah, I know, it's a bit funny to think about that, but really what I'm trying to get at here is how many times can you split an internet connection over fiber optics before you start having to worry about integrity and so on? I mean, after all, we know we can split a trunk for fiber optic connections for business purposes. Usually that's still a big pipe and it might only be one break here, one break there, a couple of breaks here, to split out an OC12 or any whatever line might need to be split off. But still, we're not talking massive splits. When you're talking about moving fiber into residential, although there are providers that are already doing it, it's still not on a hugely wide scale, and it's really mostly focused towards rural areas that they don't have a choice. There might be 5 houses in a 50-mile radius, and those are the only people there. Well, they run a fiber line, they split it off, the 5 ways they need to, no big deal, and those are the only people that run on it. That's fine. But if you're talking about bringing it into a large metropolitan area and splitting off 5, 10, 15, 20, per every block or more, how many times can you break this line before the light starts bouncing directions you don't expect, the light refraction rate and things that are going to play into the signal strength are going to come into play, as well as, do you have to worry about data security for anything? Is that to be of any concern? Maybe I don't have enough background in the mechanics behind the fiber optics or anything, but knowing what I do know about it, these are just some things that come to mind. So what does anybody else think? Does anybody else have an opinion? Does anyone else have some ideas as to how those might play in, and how that might affect why it's taken Google so long to roll out even the few locations that they have, or possibly why they may not have a larger mainstream map put together yet. Perhaps that's why. What are your thoughts? Let me know what you're thinking. Thanks, and I hope you enjoyed the post. Have a great one.